What's up, guys? So today we're going to be looking at a whole bunch of different maps of Louisiana. It's not super exciting, not gonna lie, but it is kind of cool to see all the different ways that you can represent Louisiana through maps. This first map right here. So while we're going through these maps, I'm going to be asking you a couple questions after the map, and we've got a few like main things that we're looking for. One, I want you to pay attention to the differences between North Louisiana and South Louisiana. And two, I want you to see what kinds of things these maps are missing that would tell you some extra information about the maps. So this one right here, this is a certain type of map. I'm not going to tell you what type it is, but I am going to tell you that you can see the rivers right there, right here. You can see right here it says Driscoll Mountain, so we've got mountains and stuff. And down here you've got the key that tells you that there are mountains. It also has cities and the capital and the lines for the states, so it might be multiple different types of maps. The second map is kind of cool. This is the first time I've ever seen it actually. This is a Louisiana land and ocean use map, so how people are using the land in Louisiana. And so you've got the key right here, cattle, where you can find cattle, all that kind of stuff. There are 3 cities on here that I want to mention because these 3 cities are going to show up a bunch of times in different maps. The first one is New Orleans down here, Baton Rouge right there, and then the last one is Shreveport way up in the north. So be thinking about the differences between the south and the north of Louisiana. This next map is a map of the Louisiana election of 2004. This map, you've got all the different parishes and how they voted, but this map is missing something very key for our understanding of what's actually happening in this map. I want you to think about what it's missing. This next one is a population map, population per square mile. And here you've got some main cities, such as those. Not going to tell you what they were. And I also want you to think about the difference between South Louisiana and North Louisiana. Think about it. Next one, you've got a certain type of map. This map shows the amount of rainfall. I'm not going to tell you the fancy name for that, but it's showing how much rain is falling in each of these areas. And again, the big thing I want you to notice is the difference between South Louisiana and North Louisiana. And look at these, look at the key on the side. Oops. Look at the bar on the side. That's going to tell you how much rain each one of those areas is getting. We could also use a chart to show the same information. So you've got the different regions, south, central, here's central, and then north, and you can tell the same information here in a chart. Think about which one is better to show this information, the map or the chart, because that kind of question is going to come up more again. Here's an elevation map, also known as a topographic map, though a topographic map usually has those little lines to show mountains as they're getting bigger. And I want you to think about what you see the difference between South Louisiana and North Louisiana. Same thing again, you could also use a chart to show the same information. You've got northwest, northeast, southwest, and the southeast. What's the difference between the north and the south? And is it better to use a chart or a graph? Next, you've got a map of the different parishes in Louisiana. Here's Orleans Parish right there. On your do nows for this week, you're going to be using this map exactly like this to find the different directions you have to go to get from parish to parish. Think about what type of map this is. What kind of map would we classify this as? Almost the last one, but not quite. This map is missing something for us to understand what's going on here. You've got all these different pictures. It's showing the different resources that are in each of the areas in Louisiana. And so we're showing what's produced in each of those places. But in order to understand this map, we need something else. Last but not least is this type of map. You should know what these are, I hope, because I'm sure you've been on them before. You go really fast. Sometimes you're speeding a little too fast. But I don't think any of you guys have actually been the one in charge of the speeding. What type of map is this, and what could you use it for? Last, when you finish with all those maps and all those questions, go to the link on the board to answer your check-in questions. Those will show up, your answers will show up on the board for everybody to see, and you'll be able to read other people's answers and see what you think. Good luck.